Hello, everyone, and welcome into a Writing Sprint Wednesday with your uh, regular host, Robert Smith, who is not with us today. He had some a family event that came up, and he had to attend today. So Doug and I said that no problem, we'll jump in and handle the writing sprints for you while you're gone. And Doug is in the midst of some severe weather there in the great frozen tundra, and so so Doug may be popping in and out during this, and we give you all the grace you need in for that stuff going on there today, Doug. I know you got some wild stuff happening. I'm just going over and starting the stream on Instagram.
No worries.
So now we should be live on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter/X. Hello, Chris. Hello, TW. Thanks for joining us. Um this should be fun. I've got a short story that I've had an idea for a while that I wanted to write, and it's just kind of always been on the back burner. And I've got some notes in my little note taking app that I've just collected, and so that's what I'm going to work on today. What are you working on, Doug?
I am smack dab in the middle of my second act, and the
Ah,
words don't want to come out, but we are going to force them out. So
are, are they a little bit like sludge today?
yeah,
Just
they are. I'm dragging them out of the mud just to get through this. Like I'm excited for the chapter, but it's
yeah,
it's just tough sometimes.
it is.
Pity
It
me,
is.
everyone. Send me sympathy.
Hi, Ilsa. Hi, Abby. Nice to see you here today.
Excellent.
Um, tell us in the chat if you're working on a word sprint today. What are you working on? The timer on the sprint is we've got about 7.5 minutes before it starts, and I'm gonna put the link to the word sprint that we will be um, participating in. So if you guys want to jump on and join us, please feel free to.
Yeah, I wanna get so many words on that group word count in this sprint that we can just show off to Robert when he gets back from his family event, from spending time with loved ones and celebrating their accomplishments.
Yeah, please help us. Please help us. We don't ask for a whole lot, but if we could say Doug and Hank shattered the Wednesday writing sprints record, that would give us bragging rights, and really that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Chris, that's awesome that you're getting close to the end of the first act.
Oh
Wonderful.
yeah.
Abby, middle of first act, beginnings kick my butt. I skipped mine. Abby, that first chapter blank. The rest of the chapter is getting filled in. So
I
I
feel
feel your
like that's
pain, my friend.
such a cheater act there, Doug. That you know,
Careful, Hank. I remember I mentioned this in one of our earlier events, and someone said they did the same. So,
uh,
so
well,
now
I
you got
guess.
to change your tune.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I play the role of the antagonist just to have just for tension. You can't
Yeah,
have a good story without tension. We all know
no,
that.
you need it. I think I've written in one of our W articles that a story without conflict is a textbook. So
Hmm. Yeah, and who wants that? Who
no
wants
one.
that? Well,
Ilsa's a
Abby
bit
says she's
stuck in
done
my
that
current
as
scene.
well.
Yeah, see, Abby's got my back. Thank you, Abby. Let's see, we have Ilsa here. I'm a bit stuck in my current scene in chapter 17, so I hope that just writing without revising pulls me through today. Yes, absolutely. I hope it does.
I, I because we're doing this writing sprint and we're live on the air, I'm just typing at my computer, which I never do lately because I've got uh my little writer deck set up that we've talked about a couple times with my Bluetooth keyboard and my old phone. And that really forces you to work on the words in the moment and not go back and revise. And that's really
Absolutely.
working for me. That give yourself the freedom to do whatever is working at the moment. Maybe sometimes working on your full computer with your 24-inch screen is what's working for you, and sometimes you need to have a more isolated, structured setup, and that's what's working for
Yeah.
me at the moment. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Chris asked here, do I have to write in the link for the words to count? No, just share after our sprints how much you wrote, and then we'll
yeah,
use that to rub it in Robert's face. It's fine.
right. And if you write in the sprint window that we're talking about, you can then copy your words out of that and paste into your Dabble project if you prefer to, or like Robert said, or like Doug said, just write in Dabble and just tell us at the end I've got Robert on the brain today.
I will say, wordsprints.org, it is made by the same folks behind Dabble. So
Yes,
while the interface on the sidebars is different, the actual word processor part of it is very familiar because it's the exact same thing.
right,
Minus
right.
I guess you don't have the ability to format, or you don't have the little tooltip that comes up. But yeah, there it is.
Yeah, just Chris said, "Can anyone else see it?" I just shared my screen, and if that's what you were asking about, Chris, I just hadn't popped it
No,
up yet.
Chris, no one can see your words though. Only you can see your words.
Right, right. Only
It'll
you
be
can see it. It's
yeah.
everyone's going to see my words for this first sprint, and then as long as a tornado doesn't carry Doug away, we'll get to see his words in the second sprint that we're going to do. I joke. Um,
TW just got me laughing. How can you confuse Doug with Robert with the new hairdo? I did. I just got my haircut today. Thank you for noticing, TW. That
mm, yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah. Oh,
best
you
comment of the
did.
day, right?
You
It's so
got
much
your
shorter
money's worth
now.
too, didn't you? All
Even the
right.
beard's all yeah. It's too hot. It's too hot to have long hair for me right now.
Well, where I live, it's hot all year round. That's why I just don't
That's why
participate
you
in the
got rid
hair.
of it.
Right.
Thank you, TW. I will
Genetics
say,
have
Chris,
something to do with that, but
the stuff that you write in the WordSprints website, it's stored locally on your device. So the words aren't even sent to our servers. The only thing
right.
sent away from your device is the actual word count and any
Yeah.
chats that you send in the little chat function there.
And it's only stored for 24 hours. So
Yeah.
get your words out of there, copy them, and paste them into your writing software, hopefully Dabble or Word or WordPad, whatever you write in. Just
WordPad.
yeah, they look. I know some folks that write in WordPad. It's or Notepad or whatever.
More power to them. They should
Yeah,
be dabblers.
yeah, they should, but we're whatever works for you. All right, we've got a little over a minute and a half, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up so we can watch the counter together. We're going to go for 15 minutes, and when this sprint is over, we'll pause for a couple of minutes, regroup, and then we'll do another 15-minute sprint. Does that sound okay to you, Doug?
That sounds perfect to me.
Okay.
The
All
more
right.
writing, the better.
Yeah. Um, I'm a little scatterbrained today. If my son and his wife are at the hospital having a baby today, so lots of exciting stuff going on. So if my phone buzzes and I look away, it's because I'm getting the family news. So
And for the record, I offered to cover for Hank today, but
you
he said,
did.
"No, Doug, you're the most important thing in my life, so I'm gonna be there." And I strategically planned this so there's only like 30 seconds left before our word sprint counts, so you can't even rebut. I think I could
Yeah,
just keep talking to fill the noise.
I'll show my new grandson this video later and see what he thinks about it. But
Uh, you're
no
getting a
pressure.
ton of congratulations in the chat there, Hank.
Oh yeah, thank you all. Thank you very much. That's super exciting. Super exciting. All right, we're
All
about
right.
20 seconds in. I'm gonna pull my notes up on a screen that you can't see. Just some ideas that I jotted down that I'm just look over. And we're now getting the 10-second countdown. I'm gonna hit the mute button on my mic,
Again,
and
good
we'll
luck,
see you guys
everyone.
in 15 minutes.
All right.
Well, that was something. Uh,
Excellent.
yeah, that
Awesome.
was um that was kind of wild. You know, I'm not used to writing with an audience, and I'm not gonna lie. There's a little self-conscious um thing that comes over you. I got 526 words in 15 minutes. How did you do, Doug?
517, Hank.
Wow,
But it's not a
that
competition, people.
no, no, just wondering. So 500 words in 15 minutes, not shabby. That's
Yeah,
if we could maintain that pace for an hour-long writing session, that's 2,000 words, which is
2,000 words.
uh, a fully that is a commendable thing if you can get 2,000 words. Uh, anyway,
Yeah, that is more
um,
than my daily goal as calculated by Dabble to finish by the end of the summer. So,
Chris got 936 words.
Chris,
Congratulations.
Chris.
That's incredible. That's
That,
incredible. You can type much faster than I can.
yeah, Chris is a wild writer.
Yeah, and if anyone was watching me at all, you can see that that I type and then I back up and I erase and I type and I back up and erase.
TW did 359. That's also excellent.
Absolutely.
We had an average of 322 from the 5 folks that joined us in wordsprints.org, a total of 1,610 over there, plus Chris's 936. TW and Ilsa, did you both write in the wordsprints.org interface, or did you write outside of that?
Hey, Ilsa
312 is excellent.
312, which is pretty okay for me. Yes, that's okay, great for anyone. Chris, thank you guys, but could be crap. Doesn't matter. First drafts are what's the I forget who said it first, but you can't edit a blank page. You got to get words down and then go back and polish them into what they're going to be. But you got to start somewhere. That's the great thing about first drafts.
Now, I can't be confident, but I think it was me that said that quote first
I,
ever.
I think it probably was, but I didn't want to give attribution, um, and keep someone else from getting their due.
Excellent. Abby got 255 in. Brain panic stalled for the first 3 minutes. I had a little bit of time at the start there. I'm like, what am I even doing? My brain also, like, I like these afternoon writing sprints that we do on Wednesdays, but I'm usually a morning person. And so my mindset is just very different when we do these kinds of things.
Yeah, yeah. Well, luckily I prepared and I had a document open next to my screen where I had a bunch of notes of things that I thought I wanted to happen. So I kind of had a list that triggered my thought process. So maybe that's cheating. I just say that's preparation.
I'm going to set up a second sprint
Okay.
here. We'll start that. Do you want to start at the half hour or at 35?
I mean, the half hour's fine with me, or if everybody needs a few minutes, whichever's fine with me. I'm ready to go when
Let's
you
do.
are.
Let's. Can I actually
Just
change it? Edit
share the
sprint.
new link when you have
Yeah.
it.
Let's make it the 35, just so people have a couple seconds here to
Okay.
relax, catch their breath.
I'm
Um,
going to highlight my words and put them in a new Dabble project. Um,
Now, Hank,
so
you and
I
I
don't. Yes.
had an accord at the beginning before we started saying you would show your work the first time around, I would show my work the second time around. I have to publicly say the scene I'm writing, a little bit of spice, a little bit of unexpected unexpected showing of skin. So,
Well,
how would you feel, my friend, about conquering your fears and going around
that's
two?
fine with me. I can
Okay.
just continue. I can just continue mine. That's
I
fine.
promise next
Yeah.
time I'll choose a more I didn't think it was gonna go this direction, but that's the nice thing about, like, some pseudo pantsing. Um,
I hear
Interesting
you.
choice of terms too. No.
Uh, somebody's pants.
Uh,
Let's
if you're in the
see.
chat with us, what share a little bit about what you wrote or what you're going to write in 4 minutes when we start up again.
So I need to start a new one. I'm going to create a new group.
TW is right. Who doesn't like a bit of spice? Okay, I will say maybe it's not spicy, but it's not something that I want to be sharing on screen as a dabble representative.
Okay,
Uh,
I'm pasting in the new link there,
Perfect.
and I will paste in my previously written words, so that I just continue this one flow.
Mhm, mhm. Remind me that you do that so I subtract it from our total word count. From what I
Ooh,
have
I didn't
here
think
from
about that. You know what?
oh,
Let me just delete that. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So I apologize.
no
I've got
worries.
it in my Dabble project, so that's all that matters.
Between what we wrote as a group in the word sprints and Chris's outside total and TW's outside total, we got 2,905 words from that first sprint.
Woohoo! That's
Excellent.
amazing.
That's a bona
That is.
fide chapter. So
Yeah, it is. Okay, we've got our countdown started 3 minutes.
minutes.
Did everyone get the new link? I
It should be
think
there.
yeah,
Yep.
I pasted in there. Hopefully, I did that correctly and everyone can join in. So, what can you tell us anything about this book that you're currently writing, Doug? Is this
This is before I do that, I just wanted to mention, sorry, TW
yeah,
said they have a total mental block. Take the next 2.5 minutes, just jot down some point form notes about what you want to write. Let that kind of fuel your brain.
yeah.
Um, but what I'm writing is the third book in my dark fantasy theory series, where it's a whole bunch of angels versus demons. Pretty violent, pretty gory, which sounds like Ilsa's writing. The same kind of atmospheric theme. And my group of heroes is coming into a town that has been the victim of some attacks that they weren't expecting recently. And so while they're expecting a warm welcome, they are not getting a warm welcome. Um, given the circumstances that they're unaware of.
I love it. I love it. I'm writing a short story, or I think it's a short story. It's kind of a Twilight Zone ish magical realism about a hitchhiker that's walking through the Mississippi Delta and catches a ride with with someone, and the old hitchhiker um, might be from this world. He might not. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But there's some strangeness happening. That's kind of all I
Very
know at this
cool.
point.
I
Yeah.
like the idea, like the uh, opportunity for character like plot developments and twists and different niche things coming out of niche for some people. Niche is how how we say it up here. Um, from a hitchhiker, just picking up a stranger, being in a confined space with someone you don't know.
Right.
That interests me. That's a
Yeah.
cool opportunity.
I think it is too. All right, we're at 58 seconds as the countdown continues. We'll get started here in shortly,
Excellent. And if
and
you
then
are
we'll.
joining us in the or the wordsprint.org session, I'll paste the link one more time just in case. Um, but also, if you are writing outside of that, feel free to drop at the other end of this sprint how much you wrote, so we can tally it all up and see how much hard work we've been putting in.
What
Wink,
was
wink.
our word count total for the first sprint, Doug? What did we come up with?
2905.
2905. Incredible. So let's see what we can get for the day. We're
Mhm.
about 15 seconds away from the sprint starting. We'll get our 10-second countdown. I'm going to mute my mic now. We'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
Oh, there we go.
All right. 498 words for me that time. A little less than last time, but
I
still
think
on par.
I think I might have made my own words. Like, I think we're in two different sprints here, Hank. Uh,
Uh-oh.
because, well, funnily enough, I also wrote 498 words. So I don't know what the odds of that are, but I also see that the group word count is 498 for my writing session here. So,
Interesting.
so
Interesting. Well, I'll just post
something's right.
in the comment here 498 words for Hank.
Brackets and Doug.
Yeah.
All right. I hope
498.
everyone had an excellent sprint. Um, do us a favor, and if you weren't writing in the wordsprints.org session, either of them apparently, let us know how much you got written.
Well, it says in mine that I had a 498 word count, 501 total word count. I guess that's subtracting what I
Yeah,
erased. I don't know. Three
maybe.
participants, 1,326 for the group count, making an average of 442. Not
Awesome.
terrible. Chris got
Not bad.
347 this time. Abby got 390, a little more this
Whoa, go
round.
Abby and go
Yay.
Chris. Go everybody. Abby and Chris, did you write in wordsprint.org? Awesome. TW at 385. Amazing. I love this.
Boom.
Okay. I'm going to do a quick little add up here. My 498 plus your group's 1326. TW's 385. Chris was outside wordsprints.org last time, so I'm assuming it's the same Chris. Yeah, yeah. 438 for Ilsa, but this part was more dialogue heavy. Mine was also very dialogue heavy, and is actually something that I'm going to need to go back and sprinkle a few more actions or emotions or responses in between. But yes, awesome. Abby was in word sprints. Okay, so barring anyone else dropping some information here, we had 2,556 from that session. And if we add those together, we get 5,461 words written today.
Incredible.
That's awesome. That is, I mean, if you're aiming
Incredible.
for a 100,000 word book, then you're 1/20th of the way there if you combine all of ours together.
Right.
So,
If we just come back every day and do this, then we'll have a group novel by
but
before the official start
before
of
the end of
summer.
June. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So excellent. See, and I love that. I like that, before today, I missed my writing sprint this morning. I think I said to you earlier, Hank, it was one heck of a morning, barring the storm. So I didn't get any writing in this morning like I normally do, but now I'm leaving with an extra 1,000 words. Right.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Incredible. Good deal. This was
Excellent.
a
And
lot of fun. I was I always thought that Robert was a bit of a madman for volunteering to do the word sprint, but when you block it out there for a second,
it's fun.
it's a crazy amount of fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be joining in on Robert's typical Wednesday word sprint just as a participant. This has been so much fun. It's interesting when you block everything out and you're kind of under the gun and you have to perform for an audience. What a bizarre sensation. But funnily it's rather motivating. So
Yeah. Watch, next
exciting.
time we have to do this together, you're gonna say, "Oh, Doug, I'm writing this super spicy romance, so I can't share my screen this time around, sucker."
Ah,
I do want to say we've had some good participation in the chat, but I know we have more people than that watching. So, however
yeah.
many words you wrote, not just the folks in the chat, but everyone watching, great job. Congratulations on getting those words done and like taking the time to actually get them written in the middle of the day. That's fantastic. Chris, see
Yeah.
you next Wednesday. You sure will. Robert
Yeah.
will be back on screen then, but Hank and I will be hanging out in the chat and getting our words written
Oh
for the
yeah.
final time.
Yeah, and I'm this is a brand new story that I just started and I'm really excited for it now. It's
There you go.
I feel like I just got the juices flowing and I'm starting to understand what's interesting about these characters, and I really want to see where they go.
Excellent. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you keep writing, I won't tell anyone. All
All
right. Oh,
right.
and we
Thanks
just
for
have here
joining us, everyone.
Ilsa. Sorry, before we leave, um, I still have a hard time to just write without even editing out spelling mistakes. We got a total of 750 words in from both sprints, and I feel unstuck. Excellent. I will
Excellent.
say, like, I say don't edit as you write, but if I see a really annoying red squiggly, I'm going and fixing it because that's going
Yeah.
to drive me absolutely up the wall. So,
Yeah.
but awesome.
We talked on one of our previous online chats that sometimes, or a lot of times, if I'm working on a first draft, I'll go in and turn off the spelling check and stuff within Dabble, just so those little red squigglies don't jump out at me, because I know for a fact if I see a mistake, I'm going to back up and fix it. Which, if anyone was paying attention to what I was doing, I was backing up and fixing mistakes as I
Mm.
saw them. But there obviously are gonna be mistakes that I didn't see, but that's for the next draft, and,
Yeah.
you try to keep your eyes looking forward and just push through, but you can only do what you can do, we're only human.
Mhm. And one more thing, if you did join us in the wordsprints.org sessions, don't forget to copy your words out of
Yes.
there because they are saved locally to your device for only 24 hours, and we can't recover them if you don't copy them out. So
Yep,
make sure you get those.
yep.
Otherwise, Hank, I think we're done for the day.
Yeah, I'm glad you just said that because I have to go copy my words before I lose them, so thank you for that reminder. I'm copying them as we speak.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and, I hope you had as much fun as Doug and I had.
Excellent. And we will see everybody later.